Real Animals Fishing Show is presented by Yellowfin Yachts. Hey gang, today I'm back in the bayou. I'm at Venice Marina, Venice, Louisiana. The tuna bite's crazy, the bottom bite's crazy, the fish bite's crazy. I'm with the Pro Marine fishing team. They're the best in the business. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. It's gonna be off the hook. We ran about 12 miles from Venice Marina out here into the Gulf, out to a really shallow rig for this part of the world. And we're trying to sabiki up some big baits we can use for our tuna fishing this morning. Can a little blue runner eat a sabiki this big?
Yeah, they will.
Dude. No wonder it felt heavy. I got you.
That's a stud there.
Yeah, that's a stud.
A little too big.
That's almost filletable.
The problem with these baits are they're too big for what we're targeting today.
We want a little bit smaller bait.
Little peanut-sized blue runners. That's why I put on these really small sabikis, number 6s.
Sounds like you want me to catch small fish.
Small sabiki, small weight. Try to get them on top.
Doesn't compute.
Try this other spot on the other corner of the rig.
Yeah, this is a sabiki rig right here. It's got these little white feathers on it, little green heads, and they can come with red heads on them too, but usually I like these little light green, lime green heads. And it's a bait catching rig, and what you do is you put a weight on one end, you tie the other end of the line here, and we drop it down into the water column, and the bait feeds on this like it's phytoplankton. Little pieces of bait that they would feed on down there. That's how we're gonna catch our bait today. We're in 85 feet of water, so we can't use a cast net. We've run out about 50 miles here from Venice Marina, and we stopped and picked up some bait. Now we're making a run to our first fishing stop. And what we found here is a weed line and the color change. And this is really what you guys are keying in on, is this color change.
This is what it's all about. It's going from the green water that's typically close inshore to where that color changes to the blue, the offshore blue. The pelagics that we're going after today like the blue water. So that's why it's 50 miles. We're about 15 miles from the rig that we're gonna fish that reportedly has some tuna on it. So
does that change? Does the color line, I mean, obviously it changes with the currents and the wind, how far it is from land?
Absolutely, it changes all the time depending on the weather conditions and that. The other day we were out here 15 miles past us at that rig, and it looked like chocolate milk water. It was terrible.
Okay.
And we didn't have such a good day.
Right.
So hopefully we're gonna get them today.
Looking for the blue water?
We got some blue water, now we'll get them.
And a lot of times you're looking for this weed line right here at that color change. It'll hold a lot of bait. It can hold wahoo, dolphin. Sometimes these guys troll the edges of these weed lines, pick up all kinds of fish. Today we're in search of tuna, so we're headed for the rig, but something you need to look for when you're out here, if you're out fishing, look for that color change. Remember, you want that blue water. Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford. We've made our long run out to the rig here this morning where we're going to start some drifts with some chunk bait. But as we pulled up, we got yellowfin tuna, blackfin tuna all busting on the surface out here. So we're going to throw some of these big poppers at them on some spinning gear and see if we can just get one to blow up quick on top. We got Jim Naset up front. He's flying a kite. He's going to be fishing a live, kind of medium-sized blue runner. What that kite does is that kite is going to allow Jim to keep that bait kind of right on the surface, make a bunch of nervous action up top. These tuna are just blowing up the top of the water all over the horizon here. So we're hoping to get a big blow up on the kite bait that Jim's using. Over here we got Austin and Kevin are going to be chunk baiting. What they've done is they've taken a bonita about yay big. They've cut a bunch of chunks out of the back of it. And they're going to drop those chunks down into the water column real slow, feed them out on this drift. And as we drift through the fish, the chunk bait should attract a strike. I'm going to be throwing a topwater popping plug, real big as you can tell. Obviously we're fishing for tuna that can be really, really big. So I'm going to be throwing this on a spinning rod, so we're using 3 different tactics. We'll see which one works the best. This topwater bait that I'm throwing here, it mimics a wounded bait fish up top struggling. In this real clean blue water, those tuna will see that bait struggling and come up and explode on it. It's really an impressive strike when you can get bit on a topwater bait.
Reel, reel, reel. He's swimming at you, reel, reel, reel.
Austin, you think it's a shark?
Yep.
It's no shark, my friend.
All I was doing, I was just taking the chunk and feeding it out, free-lining it, keeping a lot of slack in the line, and just letting it go as far as I can, almost letting half the spool out.
Just dropping it into the current.
Dropping it in. And then you feel them take it out of your hand.
Nice. I think every time we come to Louisiana to do this, you catch a tuna. What's up with that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but he's got a smile on his face that's about this big.
When we're doing this, Mike, we're almost letting out sometimes a half a spool of line. Just keep free lining it so there's no tension on it. Just let it fall freely.
Well, we're in a little bit of water here, right? What's our depth?
3,000 feet.
3,000 feet. You could almost touch.
The sky.
Now, Kevin, this is a fish we can't just tighten the drag down and go after?
No, because he dives so deep, so it's putting so much pressure on him. So basically, we just line the boat up sideways so he can fight it just right off the side of the boat.
Okay.
No need to run them down. They're not going to run out from you. Some of them will, but most of them will sound on you. Come on. There you go. Put a little pressure on them. I'm going to back up, put it on them.
I see you're turning the boat sideways just to put more pressure on the fish, help the angler.
That's correct. We're just quartering the fish, keeping the motors maybe 1 in gear, just so it doesn't run toward the back of the boat.
Come on, you're almost there, big boy. Atta boy.
Way to start the day, Austin.
Yeah, there's an opener. Hey,
Okay, Austin.
let's move that thing. Let's move it. Just
Hang on, let him pinwheel around.
Let him spin around.
Right to here, Mike.
Huh? Got
Right
it.
to here.
Hey, yeah, I got the rod. You just come with me. All right. Ready? Well, maybe not.
Keep reeling while you're doing it.
Come here. There you go. What we did there was, Austin originally started on the back corner of the boat this morning with the rod kind of locked in. The rod holder pitched out. And what that did was it put us in danger of that fish breaking us off on the motors. So we tried to move him to the rod holder midship so he'd have a better angle, less opportunity for that fish to cut us off. That's a beautiful tuna. Great fish. Great fish. Close.
It's about there.
Last wheel, right here.
Hang on, one more time. One more time.
Ain't no reason to get in a hurry now.
Don't be impatient. Get him, Jim. Nice fish, Austin.
Hey, come on, boy. Hey, give me some. Oh, boy, way to open the morning, kid.
Oh, baby.
Huh? Hey, like that, huh? That's Bayou style right there. The Pro Marine fishing team. In today's Real Animals Tackle Box, I was using 13 Fishing's 8-foot Omen extra heavy fast action spinning rod and a 5-foot 6-inch bent butt roller guided rod, Quantum Cabo PTS 80 spinning reel with 50-pound braided line and 60-pound fluorocarbon leader for the Blackfin tuna, and Fenor Santiago SA 30 wide for the Yellowfin tuna. I was throwing a large Louisiana tuna popper for the Blackfins, and we were chunking with pieces of bonita for the yellowfin on 7/0 heavy-duty circle hooks. Real Animals Tackle Box is brought to you by Fenor, the offshore reel choice for the real animals. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. 13 Fishing, make your own luck. And Miralure, the record setters. Well, we got a big tuna to open the morning here. Austin hooked up, landed a really, really nice yellowfin tuna. So we're back to chunking and kiting. We're gonna wait on the poppers a little bit because they haven't been busting up top. So I've got a chunk bait out as well. And we're gonna see if we can score another one of these Bayou beauties. So Kevin, tell me a little bit about the rigs that we're fishing here today.
We ran offshore probably 60 miles. If you look in the background over there, that is the Amos rig. We're sitting at the Houdat rig. And offshore, probably another 19 miles, you have Ursa and Mars. And basically what we do is we just come pop from rig to rig and try to find the fish.
And how much water are we in?
We're in 3,000 feet right now.
3,000 feet of water, huh?
Absolutely.
That's crazy. And these are all public rigs. I mean, that people are not all that hard to find. They're almost
Absolutely not.
machines.
Yep, they're all the floating rigs out here in 3,000 feet. So we just pop from rig to rig, trying to find a fish. The Houdat's been kind of the hot rig this week.
What is it that makes this part of the bayou? Is it, again, is this, I know the inshore fishery in Louisiana is incredible, but the offshore fishery is just as crazy. Is it all just has to do with the Mississippi River dumping all the nutrients into the delta? I mean, is that what it is?
Well, basically the blue water and the currents, how they rip around out here, and then plus you have structure. I mean, these fish are coming to structure. So, what the bait fish are coming to structure, so the pelagics aren't far behind.
Right.
And they're just following that. But a lot of it depends on the water out here. I mean, usually sometimes from the Mississippi, there'll be only a foot of brown water, and right underneath it, it's clean. So you can also chunk in that stuff. It might not look pretty on the top, but underneath it's crystal clear.
So just like fishing anywhere else, you're looking for that clean water.
That's correct.
What I'm doing here is letting line out real slow. Same thing they're doing on the conventional reels, except I'm using my Cabo 80s. And we're just letting this drift down deep and slow. That tuna swimming all underneath the boat. They're all over the machine. And what we want to do is, when we feel the line jump off here, we know we've got a tuna. Give him a second to get it in his mouth good, and then you got to reel. Don't set the hook with a circle hook. You reel, and as you reel, that circle hook should turn, grab him right in the corner of the mouth, and it'll be game on.
We are just about ready to pull up. I thought we were getting a little too close to the rig. They haven't been hitting close to the rig. It's been farther on the upside of the current they've been hitting of the rig. How's it feel, Mike?
Feels awesome. Are you kidding me? I'm in the bayou catching tuna.
That's correct.
I think my biggest yellowfin's only about 60 pounds, so.
That's about what this is.
Now, how do you know that so early, Jim?
I can tell.
Huh?
I'm the fish whisperer.
Pro Marine, the fish whisperer, baby.
I like it. You kind of can tell, Mike, the bigger ones, you just won't whoop them as fast.
All right,
This one didn't run hard either.
there we got color.
Collar.
How's it look, Jimmy?
Looks good.
I got news for you. Nothing about that looks good, okay? That looks great. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Half a spool.
Nice looking
A little
fish.
more than that.
Nice looking fish.
Just because you got the bite and I did all the work.
There's
to
your,
reel it in,
there's your
doesn't mean you
leader.
can-
Your leader.
Getting real close.
Spin wheel. Here comes the spin wheel.
Nice fish, Mike.
Nice fish. Look at that.
Nice fish, Mike.
Boys.
Nice job.
Hey, come on, boy.
Oh,
Atta boy.
Good
Jim
job,
Naset,
man.
give me some, buddy. Atta boy.
Nice,
Good job.
nice fish.
That's the bayou fish we were looking for right
Look
there.
at how
Wow,
that
look at
circle
that.
hook always corner the
Yeah.
mouth.
Textbook. Guys, this week's tip of the week, I want to talk to you about ProMarine. ProMarine parts takes care of so many people and so many different things. Jim, tell me a little bit about ProMarine and everything that you guys do.
Well, ProMarine, we have thousands and thousands of customers all over the world. We provide aftermarket and OEM parts for all the different brands. We have no favorites. We sell them for all of them. Even going back to some of the old stuff that's no longer made anymore. We can keep a lot of that old stuff running by having the parts in stock for these people. We sell parts through our website, ProMarineUSA.com, as well as through our dealer network, which is thousands of dealers who are resellers of ProMarine parts.
Okay. Wow. And you guys have some custom work that you guys do, right?
Yes, we have some private label product that we sell under ProMarine's name. It's anything from pistons to crankshafts to fuel filters, oil filters. We're all tooled up for all of the new four-stroke technology that's really taken over in the last 8 to 9 years. It's really come on strong. It's about all that there is now is four-stroke outboards being made.
Right, right. And you know what really amazes me, and I've obviously been to the warehouse several times, is the warehouse is, and I know you guys pride yourself on this, it's kind of stuffed from the floor to the ceiling with parts. So if you need it, ProMarine's the place to go to get it.
Pretty much. We pride ourselves in having a super high fill rate. So when your dealer calls, we're shipping that order that day. And if you need it tomorrow, you can get it tomorrow.
One of my favorite people in the entire industry. Absolutely love coming to fish with you every year in Louisiana. If you need parts, ProMarine's the name. ProMarineUSA.com is the website, or find a dealer near you. Make no mistake about it, ProMarine will take care of you. Tell them Captain Mike sent you. Still 60 miles offshore of Venice, Louisiana. We're fishing out of Venice Marina with the ProMarine fishing team here. We've done just 2 drifts here this morning. Both times we got great yellowfin tuna. That was kind of the plan this morning. Come out here, get some baits. We got the kite up in the air with a live blue runner on it. Not a real big blue runner, about so big. We got chunk bonita going out the back. We threw some poppers earlier, didn't get any luck. They seem to have stopped crashing the top now, so we're just straight chunking our boy Austin in the back. The hot hook this morning, yellowfin tuna action is incredible here in Louisiana. What? Is it a little blackie? Nice, a little blackfin, that'll work. Yellowfin on the chunker, blackfin on the popper. Put my 13 rod and my Cabo to work here, baby. Close to the rig too, look at that. Got to be real careful here. Gonna be very. That fish, I brought it in pretty green. It's just a little tuna, little blackfin. We covered up its eyes. Whenever you get a fish in the boat that's green, it's always good, whether it's a tarpon, cobia, whatever it is. You can put a towel over its eyes. It can't see, it calms right down. You see, Kevin was able to just grab it. It's really important, especially with that popper in the fish still with all those hooks. You don't want somebody to get hooked out here.
Color.
Cooler, we have cooler.
A decent fish.
Looks the same. When you get up here, and the yellowfin tuna are so prevalent, the blackfin tuna is not such a big catch, you know? Yeah. Down by us in Tampa, blackfins come through, everybody's really excited because that's the tuna we see obviously the most of. So
They hang some pretty good blackfins at the marina there, but it's usually, I think it's more like, you know, 4 to 1 yellowfin.
Yeah.
Size-wise, you know, they don't get as big, but they're still quality fish.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice fish.
Looks like a good fish to me.
Hey, they're great because they eat good. That's what they're all about.
You need to give them a little bit more line.
Yeah, let them swim around a little bit. That is a good fish. Looks like the biggest of the day. Don't you think? It's got a back on it.
Don't reel anymore.
Yeah, I think I got him.
Nice and easy over the
Uh-oh. Grab him.
I got him. Oh, give me some line.
Get some line, Austin.
There you go. That one's in the boat. That was in the boat.
job.
It took a while, but we got him in the boat. Absolutely an incredible day here, Venice, Louisiana. The guys from the Pro Marine Fishing Team, guys, thank you so much for taking me fishing today. Really appreciate it. Absolutely an incredible day. For more information on how you can come do this, I'll get you hooked up with Venice Marina and the right guides. You can give me a call at 1-866-GAME-FISH. For more great fishing info, log on to the website, realanimalsfishingteam.com. Don't forget, you can follow me on Facebook at Facebook/RealAnimals, and whatever you do, don't let your kid be the one that got away.